he go dey pay.
Kabure kele Simon Eba. Simon Eba joko no ya derege na mma. The spokesman. Odogwu wa carry you every na Igbo. Omo biafra ni na sigidi sike no ya.
So as he dey see with us, he go dey pain them.
As I watching me on television now, he dey pain them.
Nwoke na-ebe ebe oya ndị Iraq go and do your job while we focus on decimating Nigeria until 2023.
So, if somebody who is trading your life just to gain relevance in the media space, because everything he tells you is a lie, everything you see he tells you is a lie. Whenever he is able to convince 2 criminals or 3 criminals in Biafra land, he will come to the media and start shouting, making noise. He will come to the media, start shouting, making noise. Empty vessel. He will be making a lot of noise. And so many people will now believe, no, this guy is doing something. You don't know that noise he's making. You know, it is to trigger violence in Biafra land.
Because you can't stop us. You can gossip all you like, it's irrelevant to me. You can't stop us. Are you going to stop us? Who has gossip ever stopped before? If I want to leave here now to go to the kitchen, is gossip going to stop me from going to the kitchen? Some people give undue attention to idiots. I'm saying you are gossiping. Will it stop me from going to US after COVID-19 lockdown has been lifted? Some people, I don't know.
That is how you people become liars. That is why when you present a very valid point to an animal in the zoo, they never debate that very point. That is why I call them baboons and monkeys. Black Africans are backwards intellectually. And unless they come here and confess their ignorance and stupidity, behold, they have no future, I tell you.
Want to die. You don't want to sacrifice anything. Your life of a slave in Kuwait is fine for you. Will they give you Kuwaiti passport? Will they give Kuwaiti passport to your children? Will they allow you to buy a house in Kuwait? Can your children be Kuwaiti prime minister? Then what on earth are you doing here? That means you're a slave.
No, they're doing green art.
As he dey pain them, he dey see with us. As he dey see with us, he go dey pay.
Kabure kele Simon Eba. Simon Eba joko no ya derege na mma. The spokesman. Odogwu wa carry you every na Igbo. Omo biafra ni na sigidi sike no ya.
So as he dey see with us, he go dey pain them.
As I watching me on television now, he dey pain them.
Nwoke na-ebe ebe oya ndị Iraq go and do your job while we focus on decimating Nigeria until 2023.
So, if somebody who is trading your life just to gain relevance in the media space, because everything he tells you is a lie, everything you see he tells you is a lie. whenever he is able to convince 2 criminals or 3 criminals in Biafra land, he will come to the media and start shouting, making noise. He will come to the media, start shouting, making noise. Empty vessel. He will be making a lot of noise. And so many people will now believe, no, this guy is doing something. You don't know that noise he's making. You know, it is to trigger violence in Biafra land.
Because you can't stop us. You can gossip all you like, it's irrelevant to me. You can't stop us. Are you going to stop us? Who has gossip ever stopped before? If I want to leave here now to go to the kitchen, is gossip going to stop me from going to the kitchen? Some people give undue attention to idiots. I'm saying you are gossiping. Will it stop me from going to US after COVID-19 lockdown has been lifted? Some people, I don't know.
That is how you people.
IPOB one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it, farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
Oh hey Biafra, oh hey Biafra. Long time I have not been online because we are moving forward. Biafra is a spirit. Right now we are in Ivory Coast, in Abidjan, renegotiating the alliance between Ojukwu and the Biafra. And as we landed here, they welcome us with this dress. Ogbu ambu n'isi na gosiri na anyị bụ ndị Igbo. Ndị Igbo na-emesi ihe ike. Igbo juru ebe niile. Ọ bụ Ojukwu kpọtara ndị Igbo n'obodo a. Oge anyị rutere ebe a na-ekwu okwu, ha chi anyị ọdịnala fa wee chi anyị echichi. Gbanye anyị mgbanaka sị na anyị dị welcome. Ma ndị okenye, ma ndị nne, ma ndị nna, they welcomed us. They said that Biafra must be. We are under the leadership of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, which Simon Ekpa is the spokesperson today. Ọ na-eme ewu na ọkụkọ n'anya. Under Ivory Coast chiri anyị echichi a. Ha yi anyị efe a to show us how welcome we are to be free as people. I am just trying to give a very short message, and all true lovers of freedom should circulate this message. It will also get to the right spokesperson of Biafra. The right spokesperson of Biafra, Simon Ekpa. All my hair here pụtara. Mụnwa Paul Biko. We are negotiating because Nnamdi Kanu made us to understand that Biafra is the light of Africa. And I traveled. I came to Africa. I came to Europe. I came down here in Ivory Coast to see the house where Ojukwu lived when he was in exile in Ivory Coast, in Abidjan. Within small time, when we finish the interior meeting we are doing today, we will go to Ojukwu house, where Ojukwu was living when he came to Ivory Coast. And right here in Ivory Coast, when we tell them our problem and what we want, the elders, all of them are inside. I just come out to give this message for Biafrans to know that we, the autopiloters, we don't sleep. We make move. We are researchers. We search history and we negotiate. Peter Obi said that he is going to negotiate. He is going to talk with Simon Ekpa and Igboho. And I can send my greeting, special greeting today to King Nwa Solomon, because Europeans took our network. And through King Nwa Solomon, I used to get the information, at least the way he used to do it. He will give you the real details. That is why we are here. We are not leaving behind. Igbos are the light of Africa. I have traveled and have seen. This message also will get to Simon Ekpa, and you people will be surprised before you will understand that we, the autopilot, we don't joke. We are doing mighty things when you don't even understand it. Yeah, but if Haji welcome. Kuno maro na I dim kwadobe to restore Biafra. And this message also may get to Peter Obi. There is nothing like a negotiation. There is nothing like a house attack. There is nothing like inside attack, house attack, woman attack in the house. What we stand for is referendum. What Peter Obi is negotiating in Canada is not for us. The only way we can speak is through referendum. Let us speak our mind. We will speak our mind through referendum. Peter Obi cannot go and negotiate with Igboho and the Simon Ekpa to stop the agitation, because we are moving. The scripture said, Ndomenana said, that if you take Nnamdi Kanu out, people more dangerous than Nnamdi Kanu will come out. Today on the Mununanya, nobody knows that Simon Ekpa will be such brutal, doing exactly what Igbo people need. Ọ na-eme ihe Igbo na-ekwu. Ihe bụ obi ndị Igbo. Ọnya ka Simon Ekpa na-eme. Mụnwa bụ nwa ọnwụ biko. I said, Nnamdi Kanu is that criminal they say he will return. The Jesus of our time. And he told Peter, he said, Peter, tinye mma gị n'ọbọ. It is not time to fight with war, with Luga. When it's time, I will let you people know. And we are here negotiating and negotiating. Because if Peter Obi is going to negotiate with Igboho and Simon Ekpa, other people are coming out whom he don't even know that he is going to negotiate. But the right question here, can Peter Obi negotiate only with 2 persons? It is impossible. Through referendum, we will speak our mind. Peter Obi is in Canada yesterday. Thanks to King Nwa Solomon. Anybody watching can send this clip to him because it's not going to be long. Where I am now, right here now, those E-rats, DOS, that used to send killers, tell them they can do more extra rendition, then we will be registered in the history. The way they have just done it when they were giving people certificates of 100 men. But we are here negotiating under the leadership of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And that is how it stands. We be Biafrans, we must be free, and the freedom is ours. If Peter Obi go and negotiate with Igboho and the Simon Ekpa, people are coming, not me. We are just messengers. I took the part of Jonah to send this message out. But to people, even worse than Simon Ekpa is behind. It is just a quick information we are giving to you people. There are people who produce the worst sophisticated weapons, dangerous, more than Simon Ekpa. They think that when they taken Nnamdi Kanu out, nobody will come. They extradited him from Kenya in the land of Africa, and we are right here in Abidjan, telling you people that we are here. We left Europe, we come here. Telling you people, for you people to know that you cannot do anything better than referendum. Let everybody come and vote. So Peter Obi said he is going to talk with them. There is something they call the family fight, that the fight is starting inside family. The only way we can speak our mind is through referendum. And this is the little information I have come to deliver today, undermining how short the message is. For you people to share it, send it to anywhere you like, because we are prepared. The Ivory Coast, ha chinyegwa anyị ihe ha ji eje. Ndị ọdịnala, ndị nze, ndị ọzọ, ndị eze mmụọ, ndị igwe, ndị nze, unu ma ihe ọ bụ. Anyị ji ogu, anyị ji ọfọ, mana anyị ma na ogu ka ọfọ ike. Ihe anyị chọrọ abịa inwere onwe anyị, enwere ihe ọzọ anyị na-achọ. Inwere onwe anyị ka anyị na-achọ. Ihe ọma dị mma. Gold is valid for those that know the value of gold. The Ivory Coast people, they came to us, they welcomed us, they protect Ojukwu. Because of Ojukwu, Ivory Coast, Igbo people dominated the Ivory Coast. And I left Europe. I came down here where Ojukwu dwelled. That's why we have ticket where they are Ivory Coast. The next meeting in me now na Ojukwu house. I'm going to Ojukwu house any moment from now, and when I will go there, I will let the whole world to know. Ojukwu na bedi imolo Ojukwu, I'm going to enter there. Then you people will know that we are over prepared. If Peter Obi want to go and negotiate with Igboho and Simon Ekpa, he will not negotiate with all. Anybody watching, autopiloters watching, make sure Simon Ekpa watch this message today. Peter Obi is coming to negotiate with him, and he is coming to negotiate with Igboho. All we want is referendum. Let everybody vote. We have to vote. I have to vote. You who is watching, we vote. You who is sharing, we vote. You speak your mind. Then you decide whether you want to become Oduduwa or Biafra or Nigeria. After the vote, whatever becomes the result, that is what we are going to follow. Peter Obi will also watch this message because he knows that we are following him. The manual to restore Biafra has been written inside Bible. And as it stands, we are following all of them, serving Fulani, bomber to bomber, physical and spiritual. We are following them until Biafra is restored. Biafra is a spirit, and we will restore Biafra in our own time. Igbo people gave birth to people all over the world. Many of them, because of difficulty, they abandoned their children there. And we have come to restore them. Most of my best friends are Israel, the Israelites themselves. They told us our history, and they told us their own history. And we know who we are. Unu wama na ihe abụrụ akwa ndị be anyị. Ihe abụ akwa ha ji echi echichi n'obodo fa. Send ihe na Simon Ekpa. Ọ chọọ ya kpọọ ya na program ya. Chesi chi, ịma na ya na-emesi ihe ike. we will come online. Nne dị mma, nne nsọ, nne na-edu anyị, Tesichi, Udode. We are sending this message all over the world because we are negotiating ally. Ihe na-emebi ihe mmụọ, onye na-achụrụ aja bụ oke mmụọ. Udo dịrị unu.
Maazị Ndewo. Maazị Ndewo.
Barawa, Ndewo.
Ndewo. I love this, your dress code. But before we will continue, I think Simon just entered the studio now. So
yes,
let us bring him to the screen so that we hear what he will say. After then, he will shatter the table for us. Let's just bring Simon to the screen so that we will follow him up and hear what he will say.
Thank you for that.
He finished playing the old video, so he just entered the studio now. So
yeah.
The number is increasing. I want you that is joining me now. What is the reason? Why are you joining me now? Please, I want to know. Lord Michael, it's called, let me see, because I'm very interested to know. You know, everything is research. It's called tell a friend or brother or sister. Please, I want to know people are connected to. No, this is not. You see, it is already 2,700. Please, I want to know. This question goes to the people that are joining me now. Why did you join me now? Some past information to others. Okay. Some of us watch the BBC interview to hear your voice. We are managing our data. Okay, if you are managing your data, how do you know that it is now that I am my face is here? Evangelism. There are echo because we are young brother. No, but on a more serious note, I'm not talking about. It is not about the BBC. Okay, it is not about the BBC. This is what I have observed. You know what I do is that I look my environment, I study things around me and all that. So for a very long time, I have observed that whenever I am talking and my face is showing and I'm talking, the number of viewers keep increasing. So how do you people do that? Peep and go out until I saw your face. Okay, I come in, go out. Okay, which is what I was thinking. You know, only you will want to hear. So we don't need that BBC. Okay, but I'm not talking about BBC. I'm not talking about BBC. I'm talking about anything that we are doing, including playing videos and all that. I'm interested to hear from you. We are checking on you. Well, okay, good. You know, I want to know how how you people do it. They are doing breeze in, breeze out. Okay, you can imagine. I want you people to watch you as I'm talking now. The number of viewers on YouTube is already 2,800. You know, within this 3 of me talking here, it has gone to 2,800. So I want to, Simon, you represent Onyendu. Okay, your voice giving people. But how do you know when I come? How do you know when I start talking? How do you know when to join? How do you know, how do you know when to join me? That is one thing that is baffling me. I want to know. We didn't listen to Jingle. Okay, you me see, guys. The reason is because you are massively all right. So please, I want you to, that thing you do when you see me, whenever I'm here, I want you to stick and watch the video I'm about to play, because you are going to learn a lot from this video. This video that I'm about to play now, you are going to learn a lot. You are going to know the reason why we can never be part of Nigeria.
You are going to know what has transpired in the past, even before Biafra war or Biafra days and all that. You are going to know some of the accusation about the coup of Igbo coup and so on and so forth. So please, the way you are waiting for, the number is increasing when you see my face. Let the number continue to increase so that every one of you will listen to the message and learn something from this video. I will make comment when needed. All right. Here we go. We need to refresh one more.
As he does with us, as he does pain them, with us, as he do with us, he go pay.
Kabura kele Simon eba.
As he does pain them, he does with us, as he does with us, he go pay.
Kabura kele Simon eba. Simon eba joko no ya adịrị na mma. The spokesman. Odogwu nwoke ji wee biri na Igbo. Ụmụ Biafra niile sigiri isi ke no ya.
So as he dey pain them, he dey with us, as he dey with us, he go dey pay.
Kabura kele Simon eba. Simon eba joko no ya adịrị na mma. The spokesman. Odogwu nwoke ji wee biri na Igbo. Ụmụ Biafra niile sigiri isi ke no ya.
So as he dey with us, he go dey pain them.
As I'm watching me on television now, he dey pain them.
As he dey pain them, he dey with us, as he dey with us, he go dey pay.
Kabura kele Simon eba. Simon eba joko no ya adịrị na mma. The spokesman. Odogwu nwoke ji wee biri na Igbo. Ụmụ Biafra niile sigiri isi ke no ya.
As he dey with us, he go dey pain them.
As I'm watching me on television now, he dey pain them. That is so.
Nwoke na-ebe ebe oya ndị Iraq go and do your job while we focus on decimating Nigeria until 2023. And
As he dey pain them, he dey with us, as he dey with us, he go dey pay.
Kabura kele Simon eba. Simon eba joko no ya adịrị na mma. The spokesman. Odogwu nwoke ji wee biri na Igbo. Ụmụ Biafra niile sigiri isi ke no ya.
So as he dey with us, he go dey pain them.
As I'm watching me on television now, he dey pain them. That is so.
nwoke na-ebe ebe oya ndị Iraq go and do your job while we focus on decimating Nigeria until 2023.
So, if somebody who is trading your life just to gain relevance in the media space, because everything he tells you is a lie.
Of the attempted coup of January 15th, 1966.
I was a party to the failed coup of January 1966.
Yes.
Yes.
Please tell the Honorable Commission where you were between the 14th and 16th of January 1966. Whether you are in Lagos, in Enugu, or in Kaduna.
My Lord, I have made an exhaustive statement on this issue. This is examination. I can't make a statement. You don't know what the person asks you. Answer his questions. That's all, one by one.
All right. I was at Kaduna.
And you are a party to the preparation and execution of the attempted coup of January 15th, 1966.
I was a party to the failed coup of January 1966.
Yes. Your final plan towards the coup was discussed and agreed upon during your exercise at Kachia.
There is no truth on that at all.
Okay.
I did not go to Kachia for any exercise to start with.
Very good.
I attended a battle group course at Abeokuta.
No, you have answered the question. In Kaduna, the operation or the attempted coup was led by Major Chukuma Nzegu.
Correct.
Yes. After the Premier of Northern Nigeria, late Sir Ahmad Bello, was murdered along with his wife, and the Governor of Northern Nigeria was arrested, Chukuma made a broadcast suspending the government of Northern Nigeria.
That is correct.
He also suspended the legislature of Northern Nigeria.
That is absolutely correct.
In Ibadan, one Captain Nwobosi led the operation where the Premier, Chiba Kintola, but the government of Western Nigeria was not suspended. If you know, if you don't know, say you don't know.
It is not a question of not knowing or knowing. I know it was not
suspended. Very good.
Because of
no, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Now, at the federal level, the President, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, was out of the country. The Prime Minister, late Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, and the Honorable Minister of Finance were murdered or were killed, and the federal government was not suspended.
At the federal level?
Yes.
Ironsi aborted the coup. So, and Ironsi took over, isn't it?
He aborted the coup.
He aborted the coup of January 66.
Yes, at the time those who organized the coup suspended the government of Northern Nigeria, the federal government was not suspended.
The coup took place on the 14th, 15th night.
Yes.
By the following day, Nzogu made a broadcast.
When did
By the following day, Ironsi had aborted the coup in Lagos.
Are you aware of the fact that Major General Ironsi announced that the power was handed over to him by the remaining members of the Council of Ministers through Dr. Orizu? Are you aware?
My lord, Ironsi was not part of us.
I didn't say he was part of you.
Ironsi was a reactionary.
Listen to the question.
What
please.
he said or what he did was his business.
It is also the business of this commission. It is our business. If you know, please answer you know. Were you aware that Ironsi announced that the remaining members of the Council of Ministers, through Dr. Orizu,
I had it over the radio.
Very good. Handed over power to him to restore.
I had it over the radio.
Thank you very much. It was because Major General Ironsi aborted the coup and declared the organizers of that coup as mutineers. That was why you people were arrested.
And detained, yes.
Yes. You were detained, but you were never tried.
You are absolutely correct.
Now, it is also correct that 4 senior commissioned and combatant military officers in Lagos, Brigadier Maimalari, Colonel Kur Mohammed, Lieutenant Colonel Pam, and Lieutenant Colonel Germa, were killed during that coup.
You are very correct. But let me add.
No, I don't want
I
you to
must add.
I don't want you to add, please.
But I must add.
You answered my question.
My
please.
lord, this is an occasion for providing information.
You had your time.
Must add.
You had your time. This is my time, please.
I must add to clarify what you are saying.
My lord, let him answer my question.
I must give you information. You talked about our not being.
Hold it, please. Yes. Keep it cool.
All
I
right.
thought we were on a fine-facting crusade.
Exactly, I must
So
add.
can you prevent him adding to the fact that will help us? But if it's a catechism, yes and no.
Yes, it's a straightforward question. I don't know what he wants to add, my lord.
Well, under the rules of examination and cross-examination, you answer your question.
And he answered my
I have not finished. I must add that we were not tried. But even when Gawan took over after the overthrow of Ironsi, he did not try us.
If that is all
He did not try us.
If that is all
Our
you
leader,
thank you.
he
Answer questions. Listen,
Yes,
he
sir.
hasn't asked another question.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what you're answering. You listen to his questions.
Now, you answered questions earlier that there was a coup in Kaduna where the political leaders were killed. There was a coup in Lagos where the Prime Minister and Minister of Finance were killed, and there was a coup in Ibadan. There was no coup in Enugu, no attempted coup in Enugu.
There was.
Listen now. There was no takeover of government or murder or assassination of anybody in Enugu and Midwest.
And this I explained in my book, Nigeria's 5 Majors.
Thank you very much. Now, you did not make any attempt to arrest Ironsi.
An attempt was made. In fact, I'm told that it was, if I may say this right now, and that it was Colonel Pang who phoned him and alerted him and he fled.
You did not make any attempt to arrest Ojukwu in Kano.
An attempt, you haven't read my book, you should have read my book.
I'm not interested in your book, I want to know
Okay,
want
an
the
attempt
facts.
was made to arrest him. An attempt was made to co-opt people in Kano. And you don't see Iraq, I'm sorry, I'm awfully sorry about talking about Ironsi. Ojukwu arrested our man. And it's my book, and you know it. You have a copy of that there.
In Kaduna, you also killed Brigadier Ademalokun and Colonel Shodende, who were the only 2 senior Yoruba officers there.
Brigadier Ademolegun was killed. There is no doubt in that.
What of Colonel Shodende?
Shodende was killed. It's all in my book. I mean, you should read it.
Thank you very much. I want to hear what you will say on oath here, not in your book.
All right.
Okay.
May I please, my lord, I'm sorry to leave. There is evidence already before this commission about the coup.
Of course, what I want Biafrans to know this evening is when you watch this particular video, you are going to understand the deep-rooted problem of Nigeria, the deep-rooted envy, the deep-rooted hatred, the deep-rooted division, and we can never be one. So it is all about the different nations that make up Nigeria. It is. So anybody you see today talking about Nigeria is just pretending, and don't want to tell him or herself the truth. All these people you see carrying today, the same people that are always attacking in the Igbo, always calling Igbo names, they are the one now in the forefront of supporting Obi, just for them to, use Obi to distract Biafra liberation next year. And you see, people, some of you will now understand the reason why we have been very hard on Peter Obi from day one. Immediately Peter Obi and came back, we know exactly what the script that was written and that was given to him. That was why I never allowed him to breathe. And that I'm not talking about him now does not mean that you have not known a lot of things that you should know about him. The people supporting him today are people from Edo, Bini, not a Bini part of Biafra. Those Bini idiots, those ones that are standing on the street making videos from one place in Europe. Those people like that, they are the one fronting Obi. They are the ones supporting Obi not because they love Obi, okay? Not because they love Obi, but because of their hatred for Biafra, okay? They are not supporting Obi because they love Obi or because they love Nigeria. They are supporting Obi because of their hatred for Biafra. I came across one of their comment. Where one woman, after my comment on the Benin people, one of them went to the platform and say, I blame you people, all these Benin boys, I blame you. You people are the ones supporting Obi. You see the way they are insulting you. Do you know what the idiot told the woman that made that comment? He said, please, don't worry, my sister. We know what we are doing. I read the comment. He said, he told the Edo sister to say, don't worry what we are doing. We know what we are doing. And of course, they know what we're doing. But what they don't know is that we also know that, they don't know that we know what they are doing. So they are the one fronting it. Everybody that hates Biafra is the one supporting Obi. I am telling you the fact. They are not supporting Obi because if the opportunity is given to them to vote, they will go and vote Obi. No. They are supporting Obi just because the hatred they have over Biafra. I am telling you the fact. I want you to take a look on social media. All those people, like all these comedians and all of them that are talking about Obi, they are all those who hate Biafra. Now, let us continue with this.
My learned friend has been going on about who and who was killed. Exhibit 8 is a book written by him where, in 1981, where he listed all these things he's asking him now. Yes. The issue here, if there are any untrue statements in the book, which is in, he wants to clarify as affecting the ACF, let it be to him, but to continue to rehearse the evidence given before, I think.
Well, I don't want to appear as asking too many questions, but in cross-examination and examination in chief and re-examination, there's something called notorious facts. Is that correct?
My Lord, it depends.
Many books have been written. All these things are there.
My Lord,
we've read all of them.
He is the only surviving person who participated in the coup.
Absolutely wrong. Was he in Kaduna? All right, ask. Yes. If there's something like notorious fact, you can address us on them. But if they're notorious, they're notorious.
My Lord,
he is wrong. I'm not the only one surviving.
Nobody asked you a question yet.
You are one of the survivors.
Go on.
Now, when you are, from the records, we saw that when you are being cross-examined by the council to the commission in Enugu, you said it was the North that waged war on Biafra.
The North, in fact, the first division from the North descended on Biafra from Nsukka.
Is that the first division of Northern Nigerian Army?
Of course, it is not first division of the Nigerian Army, but it was commanded by the Northern troops, Northern officers and men.
And that's your basis of saying it was the North that waged war on Biafra?
I said actually it was Nigeria that waged war, not Biafra waging war on Nigeria.
No, you said the North in your evidence.
It must be lapsus linguae.
Thank you very much. Now, you said it was in your book and in your evidence that the coup at 1966 January was long overdue.
That was what I felt. That was my opinion.
Do you still feel that a military coup is the best solution to political problems countries such as Nigeria? Now, as you are there now on oath.
The situation in 1966 cannot by any means be equated to the situation now in Nigeria.
Now, do you agree? Now, what I'm saying is, maybe you don't understand my question.
I do understand your question. In 1966, how I felt then might not necessarily be how I feel now.
Okay. Do you still believe that as an alternative to political government or to democratic is the best?
Right now that I am an old man, I feel otherwise.
Okay. And you know that that first attempt we made at the beginning of the military encouraging into democratic rule in Nigeria.
Very right. It is not the handover or button changing that you keep having after that.
Okay. Now the Ohaneze petition and your evidence said there was to be a planned jihad. 17. It came from your evidence.
I said it's in my book, which was published in 1981.
Listen to my question, please.
Yes, I said so.
Now, immediately after talking about the jihad, they said the coupists.
There's nothing called.
Listen now, those who planned the coup, the same thing.
Coup plotters.
Yes, the coup plotters. It doesn't matter. The coup plotters were to install Chief Awolowo as the president.
That's what they plan to do.
Which of them? Those who planned the jihad or your own? Those who
see, you talk about planning the jihad. Those of us concerned with the coup of January 66 did not plan any jihad.
Yes.
In fact, they carried the coup, they moved fast to preempt jihad. That's what I said.
Listen.
Well recorded.
No, it's no question of well recorded. You see, you planned a coup.
Beautiful.
The Ohaneze, that coup was prevent a jihad on the 17th.
Now, fellow Biafrans, you know that whenever we say something and we don't have a proof, it is always disturbing us, okay? So I made a comment now about the way the fake people that are supporting Obi, and I told you the reason why they are supporting Obi is because they hate Biafra. So, and I made a comment about the Bini people. So, and as I told you that in one of the comments that somebody called my attention, they say that one of these idiots told one woman from Bini that they shouldn't worry, that they know what they are doing. So, I want to bring the evidence to show to Biafra people, and of course, those who do not understand why they are supporting P2B. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you that proof, because if I don't show you that proof, my mind will never rest. I have to always do that. It is what I'm known for. Now, if you look at this image you see here, you know, this is one of the low life Bini people. They posted what I tweeted. The only people that are running mad about Biafra coming in 2023, Benin people. They are crying and putting everything they have on P2B. All of a sudden, they like Igbos. Please, they should cry more. Now, after this particular comment, after this particular post that I made, one lady, or I don't know, is a lady, or you know, they call this particular page called Benin Kingdom Newspaper. As you can see, Benin Kingdom Newspaper. Benin Kingdom Newspaper, Ndos Ochebu, commented on that post. This Benin Kingdom Newspaper said, you people should continue supporting them. Keep giving Igbo right to insult Benin people. Okay? And then after that particular comment, the one who, this man who have been shouting P2B will be president. P2B is a Igbo president. P2B is going to be the next president. Do you know what the guy said? The guy came here. As you can see, you know, the guy came here and said, "Be newspaper." The name, this is the name of the guy. It's a newspaper. Relax, relax. We know what we are doing. Trust me. These are the people supporting P2B. They are not supporting P2B because they want P2B to be president. I am telling you the fact. This is them now, busted. But when you see here, he said, oh, please relax, we know what we are doing. They are deceiving idiots. They are deceiving idiots, not Biafrans. Biafrans are too smart. The people that are going on social media to shout Obi, 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 have you seen it? He was telling a Do Kingdom newspaper to calm down. We know, to relax, relax, relax. We are deceiving them. Relax. We know what we are doing. Relax. Trust me. We just want to deceive them. We just want to use P2B to disrupt their Biafra. We just, they don't know how prepared we are. And, I really do not want to, do not want, you see, one thing about me is that anything I want to talk about, I have evidence. And sometimes I don't want to be showing these people their name to make them, for people to go and start looking them up and So when I say that the people supporting P2B are not really Biafrans, many of them, I am not just saying it, I am not just joking. They are the people that never wanted Biafra to go free from Nigeria. So they are now pushing their strength on P2B. So what you see now is not if, for example, that we are mumu, if for example that Biafrans are stupid, we'll be saying, oh, P2B are gathering, people are talking about P2B on social media. Oh, come and see. Oh, even some of them will transport themselves to Raleigh from Benin and from other parts of Nigeria where they reside. Some of them will put their own money to make sure that they hire people to come, transport people to go to P2B Raleigh. At the end of the day, if, for example, that it was before, when the time to vote come, this is what this man is talking about. Don't worry, we know what we are doing. They never like Igbos. And when we come to say, oh, when did these people start to like Igbos? When did these people start to like Igbos? To the extent that all of a sudden they are now campaigning for P2B. It is a fake campaign. It's a fake broadcast they make, fake videos they make. And you see the name now, you see tomorrow, the person will come to social media and start shouting, P2B is going to be president. Look at him. Tomorrow, we are supporting P2B. He's going to be the president. But deep down inside them, they never liked P2B. The only thing they want to do is to use him to disrupt Biafra. And they are running mad because it is not working out. They are running mad because, each time they open video, they see that Biafra is going stronger. Each time they open news, they see that we are making sure that there is not going to be election in Biafra territory. They are running mad. They say, oh, the Nigeria people want P2B. The problem P2B have now is his people. The Biafra people don't want him to be president. The problem is now in Biafra. Go and watch their videos. They are all not real. When the time to come to vote P2B, you will not see them. You will not see them. You will be saying, where are all these people now that have been shouting P2B everywhere? Well, all of them are shouting P2B to sabotage Biafra. Nothing else. But they have met tip carry big sand. There will never be election in Biafra territory for the very first time in the history of Nigeria. We are going to do it. And you must make sure that you are part of this history that is coming. If you are not part of this history, you have a lot of things to explain to God. Because the opportunity to be part of history is here. And you can't let this opportunity pass you by. We will get Biafra next year. Let me tell you today, I know the date Biafra will come. I know the date Biafra will come. Some of you will go to bed and you will wake up in Biafra Republic. Mark my word. I am saying this thing, I will continue to say it. You are going to go to sleep in 2023. One day in 2023. Wake up in Biafra Republic. And if that I am lying or I am making things up, by now, when I say I know the date Biafra will come, you should use your teeth, your tongue, and count your teeth. Biafra will be redeclared in 2023. And it is going to be in a day. One day, the Biafra will be declared. So if I tell you that I know the date Biafra will come, I do not know why some of you are running mad about that. I don't know why some people are running mad. If you know the date Biafra will come, let us go and sleep. Why should you go and sleep? Why should you go and sleep? It means you are an idiot. Because that I know the date Biafra will come, why should you go think that you just Biafra will come and you go and sleep? No. I am telling you that I know the date Biafra will come. That particular statement should make you work harder than what you are doing before. And some of you are saying, tell us the date so we'll go and sleep. Ibu Otondo. A few days ago, I was meant to understand that Otondo was a criminal. Otondo was a criminal, a thief, armed robber in Onitsha in those days. I didn't know that Otondo was a criminal. Honestly, when we were small, we used to abuse people, abuse our friends by calling them Otondo. I don't even know what that Otondo means. Okay? I don't know what, I didn't know actually what Otondo means, but we used to use Otondo. When we want to abuse somebody, we say, you get out from here, Otondo, like you. So we do not know. I did not know what Otondo means until few days ago. Few days ago, when we were in a meeting and I was told that Otondo, he was a criminal, just like Anini. you know, Anini of Benin. That Otondo was armed robber, a very hardened criminal in Onitsha in those days. I didn't know that Otondo was somebody's name. So I do not know why we are calling people Otondo. I really don't know. Whether it is because the person is a thief, or whether it's because the person is mumu, or whether it's because the person is big. I don't understand, but I just remember that we used to call people Otondo. Otondo is a hardcore criminal. Okay, Otondo. Otondo is Robo or Robo. Okay. So, but anyway, I just come to realize that Otondo is somebody's name who was a criminal. He had a criminal in Onitsha in those days, but I didn't know that it was somebody's name. So we were calling people and abusing people with the name Otondo, not knowing that Otondo was somebody's name. All right. So I want people to understand that anybody supporting P2B today is not supporting P2B because they like P2B or because they like Igbo. They are supporting P2B because they want to, disrupt Biafra movement by next year. All right, let us continue with the program you were watching. Just to, bring evidence to prove what I'm saying. That was why I showed you this particular evidence. Let us go there.
Beautiful. The following sentence in their petition says, those who wanted to install Chief Awolo as the president of Nigeria. Something is amiss somewhere. Is it group that wanted to install Chief Awolo or the jihadists? That's all I want you to declare to the commission.
The book I attend here is very specific on it. Awolowo was to come and be the head of government.
That's your arrangement?
Our own, yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Now, you said elsewhere that failure to execute successfully the coup in Enugu was what led to the civil war.
You see, again, you haven't read my book, or you didn't even hear what I said.
Listen, I read your everything in Enugu.
Then
that's true copy from the
That's what I said. Let me tell you exactly what I said.
What did you say?
You did a coup in 1966. There were two coups in Nigeria.
There was a coup. I didn't.
Let me tell you what I said.
Okay.
I said that the failure of the second coup, that is the July coup, failure of the July coup to succeed at Enugu was the one that caused the civil war. It is not the first coup.
I didn't say the first coup. I said July.
I didn't take part in July coup. You did.
Listen, you said failure of the coup in Enugu was what led to the civil war.
Failure of the July coup to succeed at Enugu was the one that led to the civil war.
How? If you can
Beautiful. Let me explain. Because the coup failed, Ojukwu, who was the governor of Eastern Region at that time, was neither killed nor arrested. Ojukwu started actually contesting the legality of governments taking over power. And it is this contestation of the legality that brought about the sharp division between the East and the West. All right? And it is this that led to Aburi. It is this that led to the civil war. In fact, it is the one that was responsible. And in fact, I place the blame on the doorstep of those who did the coup of July 1966. That's what I said.
So those who planned the coup of July 1966 and Colonel Ojukwu were responsible for the civil war. Is that what you're saying?
You can put it out after your fashion. What I know is that had they succeeded, you see, you were blaming January coup for not taking place at Enugu. And yet you didn't blame the July coup for not succeeding at Enugu.
The difference is that the January coup failed. The July coup did not fail.
Exactly. If January coup had failed, I wouldn't be sitting here answering questions. You would have made me Major General or something.
Now, do you believe that Igbos are being marginalized?
Of course Igbos are being marginalized. Okay. Let me tell you something.
Wait, you have answered my question. Now, one of your witnesses said Igbos are everywhere in this country and doing everything, and they are involved in every trade and business in every nook and corner of this country.
Is that appreciated?
Answer the question.
Is how you apprise marginalization?
Answer the
individual. Let me tell you what's wrong with this country.
Sorry, my lord.
Individual.
My lord, I want you to answer my question.
On his own. Every individual. So Igbos being everywhere shows that Igbos are the best Nigerians. Best. They're everywhere. They are true Nigerians.
You should have waited for my question.
But I must preempt the question. You see, Igbos, if you are talking about marginalization, it is in terms of Igbos individually working as individuals.
In what context is the marginalization?
Exactly. For instance, the question of appointments, the question of belong to us in general, even the question of depriving Igbos of their rights. This is marginalization.
Now, you said in the Ohaneze petition that Igbos are only one out of 400 ethnic groups in this country. You agree?
Could you please restrict yourself to the statements I made?
You have answered my question. You don't know, say you don't know.
Uche Chukwuemere has answered that kind of question. I am dealing with January coup, and that Ohaneze has partitioned everything. My compartment is January coup 66.
My friend, you are here as the witness of the commission, and it is questions, and you have an obligation to answer them. If you don't know how to answer, say you don't know.
Truth is that you said that I falsified history. I want to know where in my statement it is in your letter. I want to know where in my statement I
said
falsified
it is in the record of Ohaneze, and you are the witness. And you agree with me that Ohaneze are complaining of marginalization?
Of course.
Now, do you agree with what Ohaneze said?
I agree that Ohaneze is right in saying that Igbos are marginalized.
And they are also right in saying that there are over 400 ethnic groups in Nigeria.
Even more than 400 if you like.
And you also agree with what they said, that the Igbo constitute about 16% of the population of this country.
I would have said actually 25%.
Okay. Now, do you have any statistics to show that the Igbos in appointments do not have up to 25% in the federal service? Do you have any statistics?
My
if
lord,
you don't have, say you don't
let
have.
me answer it. Don't rush me. How can you have statistics when we don't have true census figures in Nigeria?
I'm not talking
How
of.
can you are talking about statistics. Let us have census figures first.
Because we don't have census figures, then we don't have statistics.
Then you are imagining
appointments in federal.
A lot of people are dreaming dreams in this country. Some people put the population of this Nigeria at 120 million. Some said 100, some said 100. When are we going to have our figures? True figures.
Please answer my question. We're talking about appointments. You said you are being marginalized in appointments. Do you have any statistics to show that you do not have up to 25%?
Ohaneze can supply that, and I believe that Ohaneze has supplied that.
They have not supplied it.
Well, you go to Ohaneze to supply it. No. Let me go on what I know.
Now, military regimes, just like the one you wanted to bring in, come on their own. And when they rule as military regimes.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Not all the time.
If you like, I name your military regimes that use civilians to get on with rulership or governance.
Just like civilians use you in 66.
What you are watching is the reality of what Nigeria is. Is the reality of what Nigeria is. The question is, how long will you want to continue like this? So when you see Simon Ekpa shouting every day, it did not start from me. When you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shouting, it didn't start from him. It has become a generational curse that we are going to end in 2023. We can't allow our children to come and do the same thing. This man is here telling you 1966. You know how many years biafrans have suffered in Nigeria. You know how many years the Nigeria indigenous people have suffered in the hand of Fulanis. Yet, from generation to generation, the same story, the same agony, the same impunity, from generation to generation. After many years, in 2022, Simon Ekpa, that was not even born, Simon Ekpa, that even the parent of Simon Ekpa didn't even know that they're going to have a child. After then, today, Simon Ekpa generation is here, shouting the same thing this man and these people did as far back as 66. The good news is that this generational curse will end next year. We are going to end it, and so that our people can now progress and excel in their endeavors. Let us continue.
There was never any military regime in this country that ruled without civilians.
Fair enough.
Ruled without civilians.
Good. I'm happy you confess.
There was never any military country that ruled without representation from across this country.
We never ruled Nigeria.
No, I'm not talking.
We of January 66 never ruled Nigeria, so you're in a position to know who should have been in the government if we actually wanted to rule Nigeria.
Okay. Now, 1966% of the officers of the Nigerian army were Igbos.
60% of the officer corps
were Igbos.
That is, in fact, an estimate, yes.
Yes. And at that time, from your evidence and your book, one of the things worrying the Igbo officers was that there was the Nigerianization of the army, and some people were insisting on quota.
You know, I took advantage of Nigerianization of the army. So I could not condemn Nigerianization of the army.
No, I'm not saying you.
What we took exception from was the question of anybody in trousers becoming an officer. That's what we took exception from.
Okay. Now, when you left the army as a captain.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
I didn't leave the army. I was bundled in prison.
Okay, and then from there dismissed or retired.
Up till tomorrow, we were not tried. So I don't know whether it's dismissed or retired.
And all this is because you are involved in the January 6th.
Exactly. I told you, even Gawan did not try us.
Yes.
Rather, he gave one of us, our leader, he gave our leader a military burial and gave him full military honors whilst he detained us. And you could kill Ironsi for not trying us. And he left that gentleman for not trying us either.
Now, at the time you planned the coup, or you were planning the coup, you knew that if the coup failed, your career in the army is finished.
Fantastic, you are right.
Then I knew. Yes. Then why were you complaining that some of your mates were major generals?
You see, the trouble is that
they didn't plan a coup. They were good Nigerians. That's why they became major generals.
A lot of them became major generals because of coups.
Successful
and in fact,
coups.
They promoted themselves. You should have known that. Why are you laughing? You should have known that. They promoted themselves. That's why other countries laugh at us.
They promoted themselves. That is why other countries laugh at them, not at us, because we are not part of them. They become Major General, Babangida, Abacha, Buhari, all of them promoted themselves. It is not only that the other nation laugh at them, but the laughing is even very clear today. Today, the zoo has collapsed because the people that were ruling the country were not qualified. They don't have any experience. They promoted themselves from Obasanjo to all of them. The only criteria for Obasanjo becoming whatever he was, because he fought Biafra war. The criteria for Gowon to become what he is today is because he fought Biafra war. The criteria for Tibuya Danjuma to become what he is today is because Gavin Oyewell is because he fought Biafra war. All these criminals were compensated because of Biafra. And they become Major General, they become this and that. Buhari don't have certificate. Buhari did not go to school. He knows nothing. He is still the one that are using his name to rule Nigeria today. I want you to understand the impunity.
Please go ahead.
Yes, I'll go ahead, Mr. Bule. Now, in your book, you tried two reasons why you people gathered to organize the coup.
You're right.
Now, thinking back now, do you still regard those reasons as valid?
Very.
Listen, for a military takeover instead of a democratic change of government. You understand the question?
The reasons were as valid then as they are valid today. The killings in the West and the killings in TV area prompted, in fact, an action from us. And there were other reasons. Now, other reasons, they're all enumerated in the book I had tendered.
Now, you use the word, the rank colonel now, because you are promoted in the Biafran army.
Beautiful.
And
I prefer it.
Ojuku.
I want you to listen to what that man said. He said that he preferred the colonel that he was promoted in Biafra army, and he preferred it. Let us listen to it again. Very important.
Today, the things in the West and the killings in TV area prompted, in fact, an action from us. And there were other reasons. Other reasons. They're all in the book I had tendered.
Now, you use the word, the rank colonel now, because you are promoted in the Biafran army.
Beautiful. And I prefer it.
Beautiful. And he prefer to be addressed as a colonel of the Biafra army. I want you people to, you see, these are the people who felt the heat of what we are going through today. They saw it coming. They tried everything to stop us, to stop what is happening to us today from coming. They failed because of different sabotage from the people who don't see tomorrow among Biafra people. From people who felt that it must be me. If it is not me, let it go continue with Nigeria. Today, everything they tried so that we will not be facing what we are facing today failed because of sabotage. And that is the reason why we are not taking the sabotaging of this movement very lightly. I continue on. That is why all these saboteurs, we don't want to take it easy with them. That's all these criminals in this struggle, we expel them. Because everything that was happening in the 60s that made those people not to succeed is what these criminals have done today. Everything. That is exactly what they have done to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every single thing this man and his team went through is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going through today. All of the, I am telling you the fact. Everything that they have done in the past that this man did not succeed is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going through today in a different way. So let us continue.
And Ojukwu also promoted himself.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know. When it comes, you will ask him.
Now, from certain publications we read, credited to you, you were not in very good terms with Ojukwu.
I am happy you said this.
Yes.
In other words, I have my own views on every issue. I am happy you said this.
Yes.
Because I fought the war on the Biafran side. I criticized Ojukwu for taking certain measures. And I'm happy you have my book there, The Fall of Biafra. I have my own views. Just as I had my own views in Nigeria when I was an army officer. And my views tallied with some views by other people.
Now, do you know that, like I said earlier, in every corner of this country there are Igbos living peacefully with other Nigerians?
Living peacefully?
Yes, with other Nigerians.
Well, there are Igbos, correct, but living peacefully, I don't know. Because they are being murdered at every turn. They are being slaughtered at every turn. Anytime there was any riot, they are slaughtered. And you should have done that too.
Are you speaking on facts or on what you read on the pages of newspapers?
Well, all I can tell you is that even a case here,
there are Igbos across North Nigeria.
Probably Akaloka is living happily, isn't he? Probably.
He mentioned the name. He said Akarunta or something like that is living happily, which means he is one of the people that have killed in one of these riots in the north. We need to investigate to know the name this man mentioned here. Let us go back to know that name.
Well, all I can tell you is that is here.
There are Igbos across North Nigeria.
Probably Akaloka is living happily, isn't he?
Akaloka is living happily, isn't it? So which means Akaloka is one of the people that are paid the best price of one Nigeria, beheaded. So let us listen and listen attentively.
Probably.
Do you know what Akaloka did? You brought the issue. Do you know what Akaloka did? Do you know the facts?
Whatever he did.
Listen.
He did. He should have been subject to the rule of law.
Listen. Do you know the
rule of law should have applied.
Do you know the facts about Akaloka?
You said that I listened to the radio and I read the papers.
Look,
I read the papers.
Oh, so
all I know is that he is not alive today to even deny what he's been said to have done.
Do you know that as a result of Akaloka, 20 House of people were killed?
That is what you said. We have not been told this. Have you sent any delegation to Igbo land to explain the Akaloka issue? Have you sent any delegation to Igbo land?
You are not supposed to ask me questions. You have to answer my questions.
I'm sorry. I'm off
Have you people seen it? When you get to the point where the man was about to puncture the stomach and the tire, he began to say, "You are not supposed to ask me a question. You're not supposed to ask me a question." We need to start going into that Akaloka killed by Sanusi. Somebody said Akaloka was beheaded by a top Fulani on trumpet up charge of blaspheming Islam. Okay. So, we are going to go into the Akaloka case, and we are going to make it public and expose it and use it to make program. Very soon, anytime this week, I'm going to have a program on Akaloka. Please continue to remind me constantly on a special program on Akaloka coming from this particular exposition today.
Awfully sorry, my lord.
Okay.
All I can, you are begging the question with regard to Aka because he's not around. He's dead already.
Now, in your book, you warn Nzegu that that because of the number of Igbo officers organizing the January 66 coup, it could be misunderstood as an Igbo coup.
Number one.
Did you warn him, please?
I didn't warn Nzegu. There was no Nzegu. That's number one. Number two.
I am not an Igbo. I may not know
God, you must try and pronounce the words properly. Number two, I didn't warn Nzogu. If you read my book, I was discussing with Onwa Tuegu.
With who?
I want you people to understand what is going on here. This Fulani man said, "I am not an Igbo man. I cannot pronounce." And the man said, "Go and learn how to pronounce the word properly." When this thing is happening, I'm not an Igbo man. It is no longer I am not a Nigerian. It is no longer I am a Nigerian. It is no longer, okay, this is a Nigerian name. No. In this place where they were trying to make peace, it becomes an Igbo man. It becomes I am not an Igbo man. And so therefore, I cannot pronounce the name. So you understand that Nigeria can never be one. Nobody here is talking about I'm a Nigerian. Everybody here is Igbo and the North. It's either the North, the Igbos. This has been from the beginning. So the question is, all of you that are shouting P2B, how long would you want to continue to dangle? Although, go and get blood pressure or heart attack medication by next year. I want you people to tell those supporting P2B to go and get heart attack medication next year. In fact, they should get it this year because the event may not be very favorable. So they should get it ahead of time so that the shock will not be, too much. I am telling you, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, come on, they are making rally. Oh, come on, there's a rally here. Oh, come on, there is this." I look at them. Have you seen me talk again? No. Watch as the Biafra and the Nigeria people will deal with them because they don't like, it is between Biafra and Nigeria versus the idiot on social media. Just watch and see how it's going to happen. We don't need to talk too much. Our own is to make exposition, tell you the dangerous diversity and the reason why we are leaving Nigeria next year. Now watch.
Whoever you are discussing, you warned. Did you warn?
Let me explain that.
Listen to the question first.
I have listened to the question. I leave ahead. Now.
No, listen, my friend, listen. I call you here to ask you questions.
All right.
And this is a court of law. This is not a military barrack place. Now, what you said, book, is that people may understand that coup as an Igbo coup because over 90% of those planning the coup were Igbos. Is that correct?
That is not what I said.
What did you say?
What I said that people might take this to be an Igbo coup.
Why?
But I didn't say 90% was not there.
Did you say so?
There was no 90%.
Why did you say people might?
I asked Onwa to who and who are in this. He named certain, although he named Ademoyega too, I felt that the Nigerian public, being tribalistic, would deem this as an Igbo coup. I said so. But that is what is called value judgment.
Okay.
In other words, not taking into consideration the facts. Now, if you read that thing down, you would have seen, we said, oh, but we're releasing now all over. Do you know what I said? In other words, the Yorubas are using us. You failed to read that one. You read about the thing being an Igbo coup.
I'm interested in the issue raised by Ohanaeze in your petition, that it was wrong for anybody to assume it was an Igbo coup.
It is wrong till tomorrow for anybody to assume that it's an Igbo coup.
When
that person would have committed what is called value judgment. It meant not based on facts.
Was
what I meant.
When you killed all northern and Yoruba political and military leaders, and you didn't kill your own?
What about Colonel Unegbe? And by the way, let me also explain. Colonel Unegbe was killed in Lagos.
Why?
Not because he did not hand over the key. I'm happy that IBM Haruna, a soldier, is here. He knows that no quartermaster general holds a key to anything armory.
Was he killed?
He knows he was killed. It's in my book, which I tendered. He was killed because he was accused of making money from his job. In other words, he was a quarter general. He was making money in his job. So he was enriching himself. That was why he was killed.
So he was not.
So I won't correct this mistake.
So he was not a victim of that attempted coup.
He was killed.
No, listen. Brigadier Mamalari, Kur Muhammad, and the rest were killed as part of the coup. One was killed because making money. So he was killed as part of the execution of the coup. Is that what?
My Lord, there were various reasons why the coup took place.
Okay.
There were in fact, Hydra-headed reasons coup took place. Some people enriched themselves and they were killed. Some people were involved in the killings in the West and the TV area and they were killed. Some people did a lot of other unsavory things. By the way, they talk about killing, and I'm repeating what I said at Enugu. It was decided that anybody.
Now, why was
people disagreed on what should happen? I don't know how many coups you've taken part in, but it is never decided that this man must be killed. But you depend on the ground.
So, if there was opportunity to kill, you kill. What do you mean what you see on the ground?
These are soldiers, you know. For instance, if you are fired at, you fire back. It's as simple as that. I gave an example of somebody who wasn't killed.
Do you know why Sardona was killed along with his wife?
Do you know it's in the book?
Simple.
Why must I
I told you we need your evidence here.
The commission here has read my book. If they have not read my book, Nigerians probably are reading it now.
Nigerians want to behind killing Sardona's wife.
You talk about killing again. I was not the one who went to the house. If I must tell you this, take full responsibility for the coup of January 66. It was a collective responsibility.
Very good. Okay, are you aware of the reason from your coup plotters why Sardona was murdered with his wife?
Don't know the reason by now. Then I'm afraid you should go and find out.
My Lord,
it's all in my book.
My Lord, the witness should be told he's supposed to answer
you
my
are
question.
whipping up emotions. I don't want to get involved in.
Simply, it will make us progress. And then when counsel is asking, you have no right to retort.
Right, sir.
Thank you, my Lord.
Sorry, my Lord.
Now you said there were always reasons why they killed. Why was, if you know, Sardona killed with his wife?
Zogu attacked Sardona's residence. Zogu, if you read the script, was attacked himself.
And that was why they had to kill him.
Zogu returned fire. Zogu, where I would have told you exactly why he did what he did. It was to overthrow the government of Nigeria. To overthrow the government and stop madness.
And overthrowing the government means suspending the government of northern Nigeria.
I want you people to listen to what this man said, that Nzogwu want to overthrow the government of Nigeria to stop madness. To stop madness. He want to overthrow the government of Nigeria to stop madness. What this tells you is that from day one, it has been madness. Just like the madness they are displaying today. The madness of going to Imo State and turn Imo State to war zone. The madness of turning Abia State to war zone. The madness of turning Anambra State to war zone. The madness of turning Enugu State to war zone. The madness of turning Obigbo to war zone. The madness of turning Ebonyi State to war zone. The madness of turning every part of Biafra land to war zone. And burning houses, killing our women and children. Madness is what Nzog wanted to stop. But the question I am asking you today is that the reason that made Nzog to try to stop this madness that Nzog wanted to stop, have he stopped after that? Since 1960, 66, this madness that these people fought. As you can see, a Biafran, when you see a true Biafran, you know, not the Biafra of Fulani, mix all these people that are, all these criminals in this movement that we chase away. Some of them have Fulani blood. Some of them are now in Kuwait, banning, you know, Oishala, change Jaffa. They have changed their name to Abbas, Mohammed Abbas in Kuwait. Not all those Fulani blood. This is a Biafran. Look at how sound he is. Look at how brave he sound. That is a true Biafran. He doesn't move. He doesn't shake. That is who we are. Not all these Achikote Kwonu today, adulterated people. People in the those people that have mixed blood. Today, they are parading themselves as Biafra people. Alomelo. Egwe. Egwe. Alomelo. 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 Let us continue.
Leaving the government of Western Nigeria,
you see,
and then deliberately refusing to Iransi.
Let me elucidate this matter. It is true that Akintola was killed in the West and then arrested and taken to Lagos. That is the RV, rendezvous. Now, when the soldiers got to Lagos, they found that Iransi's troops had already seized Lagos. And so they ran helter-skelter. And as you well know, some people ran to Ghana, some ran to other places. And therefore, there was no time to declare anything in the West. You should have known that.
And there was no time to arrest or kill Okpara in the East.
Again, we talked about Okpara having been receiving somebody from abroad, a hate from Cyprus. Macarius, Archbishop Macarius.
You gave that,
and he was arrested as soon as. By the way, one of you was the one who took over the radio station. Even though he's dead again, and he can't say his own mind. Now
listen,
it was
listen,
took over
listen, my friend. When you hear stories,
what I'm trying to tell you is
restrict yourself to my answers to my questions, please. Now, you gave consideration to the fact that Okpara was expecting a guest.
Not expecting, he had a guest.
Yes, he had a guest. Listen now. Listen.
He was arrested.
Listen to the question. Now, in some of the books written by plotters, you had to wait for Sir Bello, the time from Lesage, to execute the coup.
I wrote that in my book.
Yes. Why did you do that? And if the intention was not to deliberately kill him.
It is the truth. If you did not wait for him to return, he might bring in troops from abroad, particularly Saudi Arabia, or from any of the Islamic countries.
Why didn't you?
Particularly from Saudi Arabia or from any of the Islamic countries. I want you to underline that particular concern. Concern was that they are going to bring troops from Saudi Arabia or from other Islamic countries. Do you know how long this Islamization is on the table? You don't know. Do you know how long the Islamization of Nigeria is on the table? Our fathers, those who were there before us, saw what we are seeing today. And this man made it very clear that they would have brought troops from Saudi Arabia or from other Islamic countries, specifically Islamic country. Let me go back.
I wrote that in my book.
Yes, why did you do that? And if the intention was not to deliberately kill him.
The truth, if you did not wait for him to return, he might bring in troops from abroad, particularly from Saudi Arabia or from any of the Islamic countries.
Why didn't
you? Abroad, particularly from Saudi Arabia or from any of the Islamic countries.
Why?
Abroad, particularly from Saudi Arabia or from any of the Islamic countries.
Why?
If you did not wait for him to return, he might bring in troops from abroad, particularly from Saudi Arabia or from any of the Islamic countries.
Why?
If you did not wait for him to return, he might bring in troops from abroad, particularly from Saudi Arabia or from any of the Islamic countries.
Why didn't you wait for the Azikwe to come back?
I haven't even thought about Azikiwe because you see, he was so innocuous that, in fact, as far as we were concerned, he was not endangering anybody.
He was not because he is Igbo?
No, not at all. There were others who were not Igbos who were not endangering anyone. What about Awolowo? Was he killed?
Now listen, recently, you know Chief Ajuluchukwu?
I know Chief Ajuluchukwu is my brother.
Yes. He recently gave an interview.
Yes.
And he said Dr. Azikwe was aware of the coup and that was why he left the country. Are you aware of that? Simple.
Say that again, please.
That Dr. Azikwe was aware of the planned coup and that was why he ran out of the country.
If Ajuluchukwu said that,
it's not the issue. Whether you two are aware, that's the question.
No. You don't put words into anybody's mouth. If Ajuluchukwu said that, he is entitled to his own views altogether.
I want to hear your own view. I want to hear your own view.
But I will be surprised, in fact shocked, if Ajuluchukwu ever said that.
He did.
All the same, I said I will be shocked because you people are, putting into people's mouths. Now, is this. With regard to Zik knowing or not knowing, we were anti-Zik. If you recall that Nzo talked to Kasim Ibrahim, he says people like Zik, we were and Okpara and others were for. If you recall. And it's written down in black and white in your own book.
That is not the question. The question is simple. Are you aware that Zik knew about the coup and that was why
How could I know that Zik knew about the coup? I was at Kaduna.
I
was resident at Kaduna.
How did you know that they killed Tafawa Balewa in Lagos?
Say again.
How did you know they killed Tafawa and they could not arrest Iran?
From the radio.
Why didn't you hear this from the radio? You were part and parcel of the coup plotters. You know all those who sponsored you and you know those who dealt with.
My lord, no coup plotter, my lord, no coup plotter is ubiquitous. It is not everywhere.
You were aware that during the period you were planning the coup, there was a Commonwealth conference holding on in Lagos.
Of course, I know. And even when it came to a close.
And yet you killed Tafawa Balewa, you killed Brigadier Malari.
He wasn't killed on the day of the Commonwealth Conference.
You waited for them to go.
They were not killed on the day of the Commonwealth Conference. Okay. Let me put this to you, that Oba would have been killed.
Listen,
if
you have no right to put anything to me, please.
It will take another 4 years before you start putting it to him.
Yes.
You got to go
My
to
lord,
law
I should have read law. All right, let me expatiate.
I don't want to hear it. You are aware that Brigadier Malari was killed on his party's wedding day. The day he was holding a party for his wedding.
I heard he was killed and I wept.
Very good.
Because this is where I said everybody didn't agree about killing anybody. There are So people were allowed to use their initiative. What you see on the ground. I wept. He was my mentor. He was. When I was an officer cadet.
Now, were you told why Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa was killed, murdered, and his body thrown in the...
I was even told that he wasn't killed. I don't know. What about the... You are talking about killing?
Yes, Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, you were told he
I
wasn't...
know that when some people went to a Biko armored vehicle and they couldn't, they came back and found Ironsi's troops all over the place. Away. The prime minister, I'm told, dumped him in bush. How they dumped him in a bush, I wasn't told.
No, it's one of why he was killed.
If you read my book, you see it was zoned. I was in the north. I was at Kaduna.
Please answer my question. Did you hear why he
I wasn't told.
Was there any justification given for killing him or for murdering him?
Are you saying by hindsight?
Plotters.
You see, people were being killed everywhere, particularly in the West. And so, if I may sound charitable, well, not uncharitable, if he was party to other killings, then if he was killed, it's one of those things.
Now, since you are based in the north,
yes,
you must have heard that immediately after Sardana was killed, or maybe few weeks after, there was this picture being like markets and streets in Zegu and Samad Bello, which some northerners regarded as very provocative.
I am happy.
Yes.
I was thrown to Kirikiri, taken down.
When?
From in fact, about first week of the coup, I was thrown into Kirikiri with others. Now, I am given to understand much later that it was because Nelson Atta Publishing Drum did something in respect of publicizing Sir Ahmad Bello. Right? No sane person would like that.
Thank you very much.
But is it that the same Nelson Atta, during the war, you took him to work for you? You didn't kill him, but you killed the women in the marketplace. Why did...
My friend, listen. I'm happy that you agreed that when Nelson wanted, people naturally overreacted.
Of course.
Thank you very much.
But
that's all for him.
Why did you not kill Nelson Atta?
Thank you.
Why did you not kill Nelson Atta?
Yes, witness. If I call you Captain Ben Boulier, will you answer?
Anything.
Let me, wait a minute.
Anything is okay.
Wait a minute. I will not allow a situation where it's a free-for-all fight. You listen to my question, I leave your answer. Please restrict yourself so that we can make progress. If I call you Ben, will you answer?
If you call me anything, I will answer. Do you know why?
Wait a minute.
Okay.
My question, I am not asking for the reasons. Now, probably cleverly, this book you wrote, a copy of which is before the commission as an exhibit, came along with so.
Thank you.
And thank you for that. This is my personal copy. Yes. Now, bought it at 500 naira.
It's very cheap.
Witness, Exhibit 8 before the commission. I tried as much as possible to read the entirety of this book, beautiful. And I did not see a portion of it where you called yourself Colonel Boulier.
Why should I?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All of them. What? Similarly, I wasn't at, but I have a cassette of the sittings in Enugu, and I have the certified true copy transcript. You never introduce yourself as Colonel Boulier. You came into the witness box and said you are Ben Bullion.
Beautiful. That's
now, whatever questions are thrown as Colonel Bullion, you will answer.
I will answer because
Yes.
you are the one.
Now, witness, by this indiscipline, I ask a question. I ask you only your name and you answer. Ask you, let's remember before the question. So by these indices, you are agreeing that you did not deserve to be a colonel. I will lead you to.
I deserve to be a general.
Let's go to that. When did you join the Nigerian army?
I joined 1960. 1960, March.
Yes. You are over 60 now by age.
Of course, 62.
You were in Kaduna at the time of the coup.
Yes.
The 15th January 1966 coup, you said so. And that's
deposed.
not in dispute.
I've said so already.
Now, you were only a captain at that time.
Substantive, yes.
Yes. And you will agree with me, even then and as well as nowadays, it takes an average of 3 years for one to get promoted from one rank to another in the Nigerian army. An average, some 2 years, some 4 years, an average, I'm talking of average. As a captain, probably for one to become the next rank after being captain is to be a major.
Are you talking about now or then?
Even then.
Even then?
Yes.
Others.
Look, I had general near me.
I am happy.
To me.
Yes.
Now, you were a captain at that time.
Yes, and he was major.
Yes, I agreed. Now, the next rank after captain was major.
Beautiful.
Thereafter, lieutenant colonel and colonel. Now, after the coup, you were arrested, detained, unlawfully released.
Unlawfully released?
Yes.
I was released prior to the operation of Biafra.
Yes, I agree. But that's what I'm saying. You were unlawfully
Nigeria.
released. Wait a minute. Wait, who released you?
Ojukwu released us. Yes.
Equally an Igbo man.
Of course.
Okay.
He
Now
couldn't
wait a
have been
minute.
a
Wait a minute.
releasing me at Enugu.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now, you were again arrested and detained 5 years from I think 69 to 74. You were released in 74.
The war did not end in.
Okay, you were arrested. You were kept
from 19 to 75.
About 4 years. Now
5 years.
You said 72 to 74.
71.
Include 70. Yes, about 5 years. Now, Bembole.
Sir. Yes, go.
Look, I would like to. You call yourself a colonel.
What?
A colonel. You call yourself a colonel.
I don't call myself a colonel. I'm addressed as a colonel. I was gazetted as a colonel. I was treated as a colonel.
No, so you are not.
In fact, I love to be called colonel, but I prefer to be called general.
It appears. Listen to me, witness. Let's make progress. We're not here for jokes aside. Now, if you agree with me that you are not a colonel, then that narrows down the controversy between you and me.
Has never promoted for colonel.
Never. Thank you for that. What about the Biafran army?
Of course. I told you, I've said it before.
So you joined the Biafran army when?
I was really
you joined the Biafran
in 1967. Army. I didn't join the Biafran army. I was from Nigeria. From Nigeria. He automatically belonged to the 4th Area Command.
Now listen.
Of the Nigerian army.
Listen.
So when Biafra went to...
Listen, can I get you well? Please, are you to commission that the conferment of the rank of a colonel on you that you did not deserve? What, honorary? Is that what you are saying?
What do you mean by honorary?
In other words, you did not merit it. Was just you.
So honorary means no merit.
No, listen to me. I am asking you. I'm telling you.
I was promoted to that rank by the Biafran authority.
When the Biafran army at what rank?
I joined the Biafran army as Captain Ben Bullion.
And within a period.
All right, I want to understand one thing, that if you look at this man, you see somebody very intelligent, very intelligent guy, very intelligent man. Even to those who call themselves lawyers questioning him, they couldn't stand the heat. These are the people, the hot brain, that could not achieve Biafra because of evil, sabotage. I am telling you, I want you to understand the mindset, the bravery, intelligence of people that could not get Biafra because of people like the people we have today. That was the reason why we are not having mercy on any of them. We don't wait to kick them out of the movement. I want to ask you, is there anyone today, all this illiterate everywhere? Is it the criminal in Kuwait that is as sound as this man? Is it the idiot the Kwashoko man in Switzerland that can be as intelligent as this man? Yet they couldn't get Biafra because of evil sabotage. But today, this particular us that you in autopilot is part of, more intelligent people, professionals are joining the autopilot from around the world, America, UK, Europe, everywhere. In the coming weeks, we will shock Nigeria. I am telling you the fact. In the coming weeks, we are going to shock Nigeria. We will start shocking Nigeria first before we shock the world. So let us listen.
Period of how many years?
This is war time, you know.
Within what period of years were you? You were promoted to
the war lasted 30 months. 30 long months.
Within 30 months, you were promoted.
There were those who were promoted faster.
It's all right.
I was a wounded soldier.
Now, Mr. Bule, the entire nation, and indeed most Nigerians, particularly the younger ones like ourselves, are happy to have you before this.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Yes, the entire nation, yes.
You'll tell you there's something called field commission.
My lord?
Isn't it? General. Something called field commission.
Yes, there is
exactly.
Field commission.
I didn't have.
I was in the army. You were not.
Maybe I field promotion.
I did not have field commission.
My lord, he is saying he didn't have it.
You don't know what.
Well, witness.
Field commission. I was commissioned by the Queen of England. How can you talk about field commission?
Yes. Before I was interrupted, I was telling you that the entire country is very happy that you are here.
I've thanked you, yes.
Having participated actively as a planner, as an executor.
I was co-opted.
As probably a prospective beneficiary of the... And in fact, this is not, even in your book, I am very impressed by the way you summarized it at the epitome, and I would just like to read a portion of it.
Please do so.
Now, you said as follows, that the coup d'etat of 1966, which has had a fundamental and permanent impact on the political and social life of Nigeria, has generated a good deal of literature. Much, if not all, of literary output has been based mostly on second-hand accounts and on mere half-truths often colored by prejudice and misguided sentiments. Then you went further to say, in Nigeria's 5 measures, which you wrote, yes, one of the key planners and executors of the coup gives the first ever factual first-hand inside account. Beautiful. Now, I agree with you in respect of this analysis in the sense that you have confessed as a witness of truth, even right here on earth, yes, that you were one of those that plunged this country into the catastrophe we're in right now.
Certainly not.
Listen, witness. Listen, witness.
Sir,
listen, witness. Let me ask you.
Can I
listen.
say something? I never said any such thing.
Listen to me. Just you've answered in the negative.
The January coup as a result of other events.
Will you agree with me that the January 15, 1966 coup had eventually led to the emergence of the Civil War?
No. No. From the genesis is the killings, political killing in Nigeria, both in the West and in the TV area. All right? The killings, then of course, the other headed problems Nigeria had caused the coup of January 66.
Yes, I have heard that.
The January 66 attracted the July coup. The July coup attracted the creation of states. The creation of states attracted Biafra. Biafra attracted the war, not the January coup 66. That is a conglomeration of events, and you must take them into consideration.
You see, what I want you to understand is one event led to the other.
Beautiful.
Right from the nationalistic days before the independence,
yes,
in this country.
Yes.
This country had been living in harmony, in peace, and not in pieces.
That is not true.
Wait a minute. Now, are you aware of a book written by Chief Obafemi Awolowo, his autobiography?
I'm not aware of it.
You are not? You have not seen this book?
I have never set eyes on it.
But you know Awolowo, late Awolowo.
Of course I know Awolowo.
Yes, and you are not aware of this book, which touches.
Awolowo is entitled to his opinion. I don't know what you are getting at.
I agree. You will also agree with me that this document, this literature work, which is an exhibit for this court, yes, is also entirely your opinion. Yes, that is your
partly
opinion.
My opinion, partly my experience.
I am not asking you for the substratum of this. I'm telling you it is your own personal opinion. I'm not asking you for the reason.
And a story the way I saw it. I am not making any judgments.
Now, I will read a portion of this book.
It is relevant to me.
It will be relevant. You don't even know what I'm saying. You have made up your mind as to what to say. Listen to me. I'm going to tell you something out of this text. And I want you to agree with it or disagree with it. You don't know whether you even agree with it. Right. It's not everything I say that you disagree with it. Please listen to me. This is a book written by Chief Awolowo before he died about his autobiography. I will later send out the book to the appropriate person, but I want to have the benefit of you listening to what is there so that we can have your... Now, in this book by Chief Obafemi Awolowo, there is a statement credited to late Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, and it goes as follows.
Yes.
Besides, in spite of his protestations to the contrary, Dr. Azikiwe was himself an unabashed jingoist, and he gave the game completely away when he said inter alia in presidential address to the Igbo Federal Union in 1949 as follows. He's quoting from what Zik said in a speech at a lecture. It will appear that the God of Africa has specially created the Igbo nation to lead the children of Africa from the bondage of the ages. The martial prowess of the Igbo nation at all stages of human history has enabled them not only to conquer others, but also to adapt themselves. The Igbo nation cannot shirk responsibility. Politically, you have seen with your own eyes how you were disenfranchised by the British. The Igbo nation has never been represented in the Executive Council. Economically, the Igbo nation has labored under onerous taxation without sufficient social amenities to justify same. We have been taxed without representation, and our contributions and taxes have been used to develop other areas in proportion to the incidence of taxation index. It will seem that the Igbo nation is a victim of economic annihilation through a gradual but studied process. This was a quotation, and then Awolowo himself went far to say as follows. In 1948, another Igbo leader and a member of the Nigerian Legislative Council had declared the domination of Nigeria by the Igbos is a waste of time. It was clear from these statements and from general political and journalistic maneuvers of Dr. Azikwe over the years that his great objective was to set himself up as a dictator over Nigeria and to make the Igbo nation the master race. It will appear, according to his reckoning, that the only obstacle in the path of his ambition was the Yoruba intelligentsia, and this must be removed at all costs. A situation in which one ethnic group will dominate the others does not accord with my conception of a united and happy Nigeria.
Thank you.
I am implacably opposed to dictatorship, as well as the doctrine of Herrenvolk, whether it was Hitler's or that of Antichrist. Now, from this text I read out,
yes,
will you agree with me that that grand design had been there ever since?
So what you
before,
are trying,
I didn't write it. I didn't write it.
I agree that Zeke said that. What Awolowo quoted.
Well,
and
I'm
you
asking.
know that this is Awolowo. This is Awolowo that booted Zeke out of the
I didn't write
house.
it. I didn't write it.
I know I'm saying
and you didn't
I should
write
agree.
It. I am asking you, what is your opinion? Just
your
answer.
opinion, I mean, the question shouldn't have arisen.
Are you in a position to say
the question is, and this is not for you because I can't ask you questions. The question Nigerians will address their minds to should be, is Zeke or was Zeke before his death a true Nigerian or a tribalist? Of course not.
Listen, listen, that is not the issue.
Like
we all have
as a tribalist. So it is
listen,
in bad
we don't
taste.
all have our respect for Zeke. We all have our respect for Zeke. That is not the issue.
And you know that I will never see eye to eye with Zeke.
Please listen. You are to answer my questions,
You are asking
not to ask me
to support
questions.
Awolowo against Zeke.
You are asking me questions.
I will do no such thing. And I doubt that Awolowo wrote it.
Now look.
If you are a Biafran and you are not possessed by the spirit of Biafra, that is now very boring as at that time in the man, you are missing a lot. You are missing a lot. Chai! You are missing a lot. This is who Biafra is. This is Biafra. This is Biafra man. This is who we are. We don't scare. We don't fear anybody. We don't look face. This is who we are. Ask yourself today, all these Irat, all these people who say they are, and when you see this man, you see Mazen Amdekan. No, I am not saying it. You see, when you see this man, you see Mazen Amdekan. Is it a lie? Is it a lie? I'm asking you. When you see a true Biafran, you know. Okay? You know. You don't need to come and start. When you see a Biafran, you know. When you see this man, you have seen Mazen Amdekan. What I have to tell you is that I will not say when you see this man, you have seen Simon Ekpa, because you are yet to see me. The time is coming when you will see the type of Biafra man that I am. Anybody that think he knows me should go and think twice, because you don't know me. The only thing you know is that I am coming here to talk. You don't know my mind. You don't know my heart. You don't know what is in me. You don't know what I want to do. You don't know the kind of person that I am. I tell you the fact. So I will not equate myself. These guys are great people. Mazinam Dekan, great. This man, great. Wait until we enter the zone that will put Simon Ekpa in the spotlight. Then you will know what kind of person Ekpa is. Forget this face, oh. No, they look my face. If you look this baby face here, before you know it, so wait, next year is going to be the deal. Biafra is coming. We are going to, so maybe by after then, when Biafra has been declared, and the position some of us will take, and how some of us we are going to stand Gidiban, will make you understand what I'm saying today. So when you see Biafra men, you know, we are not scared of anybody. Especially when you know you're right. Especially when you know that what you are doing is right. Especially when you know that you are service to humanity. Ayanare Meshekin. Let us listen to this to the end.
I want you to reconcile your last statement when you asked me to support Awolowo against it. Why then did us this afternoon, just some few minutes ago, when you were being asked by the other council,
I will answer it.
that the major object that coup was appointing Awolowo as the president of yes, Prime Minister.
To appoint him.
Yes.
That is
now,
please,
can you
I
answer
want to
that?
answer this question.
Yes,
because too many things at issue. Now, Awolowo was to be appointed to lead a government. That is why I said, therefore, it must be the Yorubas who are using us. Read my book. Therefore, the Yorubas were using us. And you read what Onwatogu said in answer to that. Read it.
Look.
I want you to be...
Look. Yes, madam.
Attention, I ask everybody to have this. Issue number one.
All right, that was Colonel Ben Boulier. Colonel Ben Boulier, a Biafran from Enugu province, if I'm not mistaken, Enugu province. You know, all the ego. Alomelo. Alomelo. I want every Biafrans to ponder on what you heard today. Very important. Very important. Ponder on these things and this particular book. Very, very, very important. Very important. I want us to laugh a little bit. Makana. I want us to laugh a little bit. Makana broadcast on cap walk. Broadcast on cap walk.
All hell Biafra.
One moment. Oh, one yes na. Someone Ekpa. Up to say broadcast nke tag up walk. ọ sịghị na broadcast nke taa ga-akpọ ọkụ ka ama ma ga-enwetakwa that. Thank you very much, Nwoba, for your membership gold badge. Nwoba, you have been a member of this program for the past 5 months. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Nwoba, for your support as a member of this program.
Dear friends, ndị autopilots, ndị du na criminal Simon Ekpa ka o ji ego unu na-atụrụ ya wee na-aṅụ NC na-agbalị unu egwu onye kpọrọ onwe freedom fighter egwe na-agwacha nne mgba ọsịghị egwe Hello, Bello. Unu abụgo n'onye ori criminality Simon Ekpa. O ji ego unu aṅụ NC na-aṅụ ya n'iru unu na-eme vidio na-agbara unu egwu na-abụ unu na broadcast of today ga-apụ ọkụ.
Ọ ga-apụ ọkụ, ọ pụwago ọkụ.
Broadcast a na-apụ ọkụ NC unu ọ na-aṅụ n'egwu. Ọchịbọkwụkwọ unu ndị na-eso Simon Ekpa bụ ndị autopilot na ndị du
ọ pụwago ọkụ.
Nwa m ebugo m
obugo ewu
Simon Ekpa na-akwụ na ewu na ebe o ji ego unu o mefu resi na-asị unu ESN na o etinye ya na-asị unu na ọ ya achụ ndị Fulani under 24 hours ogwu unu na o butego nuclear weapon from North Korea o eji wee gba ndị asị na ebe o ji ego unu aṅụ NC na-agbala onwe ya egwu na-agbakwa unu na broadcast ọ ya emetụrụ ya apụ ọkụ onye agha ogbulu ka agbalụ mma na-eti mkpu mma na-akpọ na-akụzikwala unu na-ese ndụ ntụ skuul ka unu wee malụ na Simon Ekpa bịala ogbugbu unu ya unu ekwelụ ndị ka na-esu eke ewu o wee na-akpọ unu ewu wele ego na-aṅụ NC n'enyi ya Duzana onwe na ajụjụ kedu ibe ọ na-eme ife a freedom fighter gwanụ m ugboro Maazị Nnamdi Kanu pụtagolu mmiri nkịtị na-aṅụ mmiri na-agbara unu egwu ife egwu emelụ ife aṅụrị emelụ kedu m ife aṅụrị emelụ nụ Simon Ekpa ji wepụta wele ego unu na-atụ in the name of ESN na-aṅụ NC onye pụtaza Simon Ekpa sị na ọnwa ozugbo onye ọ ga-asọpọtụ ka Biafra wee bịa mana Chukwu okike abịa kpọpụtara Maazị Nnamdi Kanu o wee One Line Foundation ndị maara ife ndị bụ Biafra nnefa na nnaba bụ Biafra na ọ bụrụ ndị nnefa bụ ndị Igbo nna Molova bụ ndị S-men ba na-azụ afọ Igbo agbacha ọsọ agụọ maịlụ ka a na-eje n'ubi ka ji n'aka o mere n'izu omere ọnwa ọ ga-abụ anụ gbaa aja ọsọ agbanye aja
egwe
Nyama wala anyị egwu nyama wala anyị seriously anyị nwere nsogbu onwere ominu it's not a guarantee nyama we love it anyị like ya don't worry kevere yelu unu so what is your problem ọkwa anyị ka ọ na-aṅụrị ya ọkwa anyị ka ọ na-agbala egwu ọkwa anyị ka ọ na-egbu wayo nya buru anyị wayo no problem nya na-aba anyị ego nsogbu aka ya onye kpasara unu di ya rapụ na ya otu ọbụla o si anyị chọrọ ya otu ọbụla o si wee meta anyị chọrọ ya onye goro anyị si n'isi anyị chọrọ ya ife ọbụla o metara anyị interested ya so unu oh God amara m tight to deal with this. But I don't think that I'm ready to discuss with you people because some people try to listen. Brain, what child don't listen. You never have single brain. You don't have to cry like a human being. You never have made the only sin. I wonder, man, the Galabalunu mayor. Man, Rapun Simon, Rapun Simon, now you goes gear. God will punish that person. God will cost that person. Can you go problem? On a would say, only I was on a web, only I was not to get about. Now we are not to buy a mobile. We are interested. What are we living with child interested? We love him. We care for him. We cherish him. We admire him. We do everything for him. In fact, forget about him. Forget that. Forget happen. I ain't like happen. Yes, we are the autopilot. We are IPOB autonomous. We are IPOB. We are indigenous people of that. And Simon is our commander. Even though you do so, there's no problem. Now, I'm going to do.
Hello, Melo.
Ihe kpụrụ onwe ya freedom fighter n'ihe ọ na-eme. Well, I blame okwere ya bụ onye mgbada ya kwụrụ ụgwọ na mgbada kwụrụ ụgwọ yesterday. So ọ bịakwa na-eshi okwe appreciation to all mgbada participate na fundraising ML Simon.
Oh my God. As the fundraising fundraising you know, how confirm about go down bada.
Na fundraising ML Ekpa Simon Njoko. Yes. Ekpa Simon Njoko. Otago. Oya wa kembe that fundraising. Now with that year on a boon. Mana those maga, those mwada who know the ES forest for ESM na guide Finland. Yes. But the truth to banana ESM bo Ekpa Simon Njoko ESL Ekpa Simon Njoko ESL. Yes. Ekpa is for E. Simon is for S. Njoko is for N. ESN. Yawa Kunumel forest yesterday. And Okoya goes the Potapa, go show appreciation. Nandum Badia trial. Oya Katoria was those not here. They would.
All right.
Chike doesn't mean when he gave away borrow fundraising Kampala Jaquari over now. Abagongi, envy and jealousy and we will get together. Martis and let Wabrugi in your gabo to prove or be a joining a biafra struggle. You know, never book on a piano and autos a piano and a cantana Fugan Azubi, autos a Fugan Azubi. Now from the Chinese, I wouldn't be putting a biafra gabia. Like the almost die, Yamabi Agaba, was Yamabi. Every week, say for me every day, bossing. Oga Masai. Obasaragi, Chica doesn't more game. Chica doesn't more up on the radio, and the army who the Hasra biafralands the poor. Okay, so Yana men the ladies on our fucking ass will be an awesome nazo. I want I would go on it. Nature or course weather. Whip envy and jealous name again. Go with the regular. Yeah, and jealous I will battle. Nandige with the biafra. More than you. Never gonna hear one day I can hear. Coming here in the game.
So they need to get me more Hennessy. All right. Thank you very much. May God bless you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Oduduwa. May God bless the Middle Belt. May God bless Amazonia. May God bless Mazina Bikano. May God bless on the Igboho. May God bless our gallant men, Eastern Security Network, all our alliances. May God bless all of you. May God bless the government in exile. May God bless Omuada. May God bless their husbands. May God bless our media team. May God bless all other teams that we have, working assiduously overnight and every morning and evening to make sure that the Biafra liberation is success next year. May God bless every one of you, our donors, those of you watching us, those of you sharing these videos and all that. May God bless all of you. Thank you very much for being part of this program. From here, from me, is good evening.
Kabura kele Simon eba.
As he dey pain them, he dey sweet us. As he dey sweet us, he go dey pay.
Kabura kele Simon eba. Simon eba joko no ya adịrị na mma. The spokesman. Odogwu wakari ji wee biri na Igbo. Ụmụ Biafra niile si gị isi kena ya.
So as he dey sweet us, he go dey pain them.
As I'm watching me on television now, he dey pain them.
Nwoke na-ebe ebe oya ndị Iraq, go and do your job while we focus on decimating Nigeria until 2023.
So, if somebody who is trading your life just to gain relevance in the media space, because everything he tells you is a lie. Everything you see he tells you is a lie. Whenever he is able to convince 2 criminals or 3 criminals in biafraland, he will come to the media and start shouting, making noise. He will come to the media, start shouting, making noise. Empty vessel. He will be making a lot of noise. And so many people will now believe, no, this guy is doing something. You don't know that noise he's making. You know, it is to trigger violence in Biafra land.
Because you can't stop us. You can gossip all you like, it's irrelevant to me. You can't stop us. Are you going to stop us? Who has gossip ever stopped before? If I want to leave here now to go to the kitchen, is gossip going to stop me from going to the kitchen? Some people give undue attention to idiots. I'm saying you are gossiping. Will it stop me from going to US after COVID-19 lockdown has been lifted? Some people, I don't know.
That is how you people become liars. That is why when you present a very valid point to an animal in the zoo, they never debate that very point. That is why I call them baboons and monkeys. Black Africans are backwards intellectually. And unless they come here and confess their ignorance and stupidity, behold, they have no future, I tell you.
Want to die. You don't want to sacrifice anything. Your life of a slave in Kuwait is fine for you. Will they give you Kuwaiti passport? Will they give Kuwaiti passport to your children? Will they allow you to buy a house in Kuwait? Can your children be Kuwaiti prime minister? Then what on earth are you doing here? That means you're a slave.
No, they're doing green.
As he dey pain them, he dey sweet us. as he does with us, he go to pay.
Kabura kele Simon Eba. Simon Eba Joko no ya adịrịghị na mma. The spokesman. Odogwu nwoke ji wee biri n'ala Igbo. Ụmụ Biafra niile si gị isi ke no ya.
So as he does with us, he go to pay them.
As they are watching me on television now, he dey pain them. That is so.
Nwoke na-ebe ebe. Oya, ndị Iraq, go and do your job while we focus on decimating Nigeria until 2023.
So, if somebody who is trading your life just to gain relevance in the media space, because everything he tells you is a lie. Everything you see he tells you is a lie. Whenever he is able to convince 2 criminals or 3 criminals in Biafra land, he will come to the media and start shouting, making noise. He will come to the media, start shouting, making noise. Empty vessel. He will be making a lot of noise. And so many people will now believe, no, this guy is doing something. You don't know that noise he's making. You know, it is to trigger violence in Biafra land.
Because you can't stop us. You can gossip all you like, it's irrelevant to me. You can't stop us. Are you going to stop us? Who has gossip ever stopped before? If I want to leave here now to go to the kitchen, is gossip going to stop me from going to the kitchen? Some people give undue attention to idiots. I'm saying you are gossiping. Will it stop me from going to US after COVID-19 lockdown has been lifted? Some people, I don't know.
That is how you a very valid point to an animal in the zoo, they never debate that very point. That is why I call them baboons and monkeys. Black Africans are backwards intellectually. And unless they come here and confess their ignorance and stupidity, behold, they have no future, I tell you.
Want to die. You don't want to sacrifice anything. Your life of a slave in Kuwait is fine for you. Will they give you Kuwaiti passport? Will they give Kuwaiti passport to your children? Will they allow you to buy a house in Kuwait? Can your children be Kuwaiti prime minister? Then what on earth are you doing here then? That means you're a slave.
No, they're doing green art.
As he dey pain them, he dey sweet us. As he dey sweet us, he go dey pay.
Kabure kele Simon Eba. Simon Eba joko no ya derege na mma. The spokesman. Odogwu wakari ji webiri na Igbo. Omo biafra ni no sigidi sike no ya.
So as he dey sweet us, he go dey pain them.
As I'm watching me on television now, he dey pain them.
Nwoke na-ebe ebe. Oya, ndị Iraq, go and do your job. While we focus on decimating Nigeria until 2023.
So, if somebody who is trading your life just to gain relevance in the media space, because everything he tells you is a lie,